My name is Sheldon Zieger. I wrote a book entitled The Eye Inside Personal Finance. And for today's content, what I want to do is introduce the idea of financial planning. And in order to understand what financial planning is and how it affects you, what I really need to do is discuss how it was created and how it interrelates with the rest of the financial services industry. During the 1950s and 60s, there were 4 distinct professions involved in personal finance. The first, and very, very important, was accountant and CPA, certified public accountants, who handled all the tax aspects of personal finance. The second group is the group I come out of, which is attorneys. And attorneys, especially in the area of estate planning, handled areas such as wills and trusts and charitable giving. The third area was risk management. Insurance agents, they looked at like life and disability policies for the individual. And finally, the fourth area was the securities business, stockbrokers, who handled retirement planning and education planning. And basically, the understanding was, during the 50s, 60s, and beyond, was that each of these professions stayed within their own lane, and that each of them looked at the individual through a narrow lens. It's like looking at an elephant through a binocular. It was generally understood that everyone was very polite and stayed in their own lane and looked at these narrow aspects of the individual. But all of this changed during the early 1960s. 2 visionaries, John Keeble and Richard Felder, created the first financial plan. And what they did was really fascinating. They applied business plan ideas. When you have a business plan and you look at a business, you look at both the marketing, the finance and accounting, and the logistics and the supply chain. You look at the business as a whole, and you develop a business plan that is holistic. And John Keeble and Richard Felder created the first financial plan for individuals. But the real turning point came not in 1963, but in 1969. On December 12th, 1969, Warne Dutton and James Johnson met with 11 other professionals in the financial services industry. And they created the International College of Financial Counselors. In other words, they created a brand new profession. They were basically creating a new industry of professionals who they aggregated all of these separate professions into one. Now, this was an extremely powerful idea. But what we see today is that every single one of those industries, from CPAs to lawyers to insurance companies to investment banks, all have integrated a holistic approach to the individual. Think of it this way. Every single bank out there has a wealth management department. What is a wealth management? That is a financial planning department within the bank. This idea has basically been integrated. As of 2026, this idea has been integrated into every aspect of financial services. Have a nice day.